What's going on, guys? Oregon signing day video. Gonna wrap this up, and I'm not gonna list names because y'all can go on any social media site and find that. You can watch the huddle tapes, and that's for you to break down who you think's gonna be good, who you think's gonna be not so good, who you think's a project, and all that stuff. That's really up to you, and that's all opinion based anyway. So I'm just gonna give my opinion, and I think it's a pretty solid class. I think this class necessarily filled just a lot of key positions. We put in some depth at the D-line, which was a big question mark coming into this year, was were we going to be able to fill some depth up, and we did. Maybe it wasn't the ideal amount of depth. We only got one or two guys that can come in and play right away, but it did the job for right now, and we're also, I don't believe we're done. According to Coach Helfrich, there are still some things that works that may or may not happen. So, and for those of you who don't know, that's that Ratu guy from Hawaii. He's gonna probably come out and visit, and if his grades check out, he's gonna commit because we'll offer him if his grades check. So that'll be a defensive line commit that can come in again, 6'3", 310, that can come in and play right away, and that will be the 2 or 3 guys that we're looking to add today, and that's all you can ask for out of the coaching staff. We missed on Big Trey, and that was a big miss, though he never was committed to Oregon. We were quote unquote the favorite. But a lot of fans like to point fingers at coaches, and it's not the coach's fault the kid didn't love the town. You can be the best coach in the world, but if you coach for a small town and the kid doesn't love it, then there's nothing really you can do. And personally, if his primary reason for not picking Eugene was the size of the town, then maybe I don't want him on my team anyway if he's focused on partying all the time. A lot of fans like to do that, is point fingers at coaches. They're like, you suck, this guy hasn't done squat since he's coached here, since we promoted him, blah blah blah. And with the 2 losses, a lot of people are paranoid up here. A lot of people are questioning our tactics. They're so afraid that something's gonna go wrong, that, oh my god, what are they doing? Like, get their head out of their asses and recruit. It's not as easy as we all make it sound. It's, you can't just go up to a kid and be like, hey, come to my college. Okay, coach. Like, it's not that easy. A lot of people like to think it's just that easy, but it's really not. It's, they have to fall in love with the school. They have to fall in love with the program. They have to, and in Trey's case, he had to fall in love with the town, and he just fell in love with Baton Rouge more, and that's what happened. So, again, I'm not here to, try and interpret who's going to be good 2 years from now, who's going to be good a year from now. I'm just here to look at the class as is, and you got Royce Freeman, 5-star running back. You got Arion Springs, stud cornerback. McGraw, a safety from Louisiana. The fact that we went in there and plucked him from SEC country is big. Then you got guys that all over the board that can not necessarily come in and battle for starting jobs right away, but battle for the 2 deep right away and put out competition. So they might not necessarily show up on the 2 deep, but the person who did show up on the 2 deep is better because they have competitors. If you have nobody to come in and compete for that 2 deep, the guys that do make it are going to be lazy and not pursue as hard, not give as much because they don't have to. And here they have to, and I think that's part of it too, is you look for competitors, and I think this class is full of competitors, full of guys that are going to test people for 2 deep jobs, and that's just going to make the team better all around, and that's all you can ask for coming out of a recruiting class, and we'll see who shows up in 2 to 3 years. As always, guys, go Ducks.